What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Totally Random. In this episode, I am going to be reviewing Home Alone 3. If you did not know, Home Alone 3, in my opinion, is the singular worst movie ever made by a human being on planet Earth. And I'm being serious. I watched this movie a few months back, and I actually had to pay attention to what was happening in the movie. And now, I finally have enough information on the movie to give you guys an accurate review. And since I'm feeling a little bit down in the dumps today, I figured, hey, what better time than this to get my blood pressure up? If you did not know, this movie is about a group of 4 terrorists that steal a car that has a top secret government microchip in it that they want because they're super bad, and then the car gets intercepted and it arrives at the doorstep of this old lady friend to the main guy, Alex Pruitt, who is like the kid genius in this movie, and through odd circumstances, the kid gets it, and now the terrorists know he has it, so they have to face off and stuff. But it shouldn't even be called Home Alone 3, it should just be called Home Alone while my parents are at work and I am sick, so I can deal with burglars. Yeah, let's start off with the acting in this movie. Oh my goodness, the acting. The main kid is awful in this movie. He really is terrible, but there is a part that makes you semi-like him. But the movie is so bad that it butchers that chance that it's set up to make this guy a likable protagonist. That's all I'm going to say about it. And the burglars, oh my goodness, they are so dumb. They are so dumb. Speaking of dumb characters, the whole police force and the FBI people are so idiotic. Oh my goodness. They're literally investigating crime scenes, and this little kid figures out more than they do for convenience to the plot. And then he doesn't tell anybody except his parrot and his mouse for convenience to the plot. And when the action finally sets in and he sets all the funny traps up and stuff, it's not funny because it's not realistic. And now we're going to talk about that. In the first Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin's character set a lot of traps for the 2 burglars, Joe Pesci and someone else. And in that movie, the traps were hilarious. I watched Home Alone, the first one at least, in 4th grade, and I was bawling of how hilarious the traps were. Because not only were they funny, they were also realistic. And they weren't the traps that allowed people to say, wow, that guy's dead. But in this movie, there are literally probably 10 billion traps set for each robber that would kill them. For instance, there's a scene in which he sets up an electric box for the robbers, and then the guy tries to cut the wire, and then he gets electrocuted, and he's just like, bah, being electrocuted. And you may think that would be funny, but it's not, because you think, wow, this is actually a sad movie because this kid is actually killing these robbers. So the traps are so fake that it takes all the enjoyment out of the movie, and I just found it supremely annoying. I was just like, dude, you're killing these people. And by the end, I was like, yeah, you're dead, man. You just got your head run over by a lawnmower. Oh my goodness. So to make a long story short, I didn't find this movie funny at all. It wasn't a comedy. It was just a pain thriller that I don't even know. The pain thriller that's kind of awful. Seriously, everything in this movie is just so stupid. At the end, they all get hypothermia and they die. They die. They are dead, okay? They're dead. Dead. So everything about this movie is awful in terms of the acting. How is the makeup and the special effects? Well, there's a lot of snow in this movie. Oh, correction. There's a lot of obvious snow that's made of paper. And the snowflakes are shaped like this. Like they're little rectangles. The little white rectangles. Oh, that's totally not shredded paper. That's totally snow. Because snow comes this long and this skinny out of the sky. Yeah, that's totally realistic. So all the special effects in this movie is terrible. All the special effects in this movie are terrible. My bad. And the ending, oh my goodness. The ending. Let's not talk about that anymore. Pretty much everything in this movie is terrible. There is not one good thing that I like about this movie. Not one. And the first time I saw this movie, I was like, dude, there has to be something good there. But the second time I watched it, I looked for that one good thing that I could compliment about this movie. And I just could not find it. Guys, I am going to give Home Alone 3 a 0 out of 10 stars. No. This movie literally does not have one enjoyment factor in it. And it's the kind of movie that makes you rage. So guys, that is my review. If you did see this movie, tell me what you thought of it down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. Yay. And in the meantime, I hope you guys also enjoyed this updated review, and I hope you enjoyed this review in which I actually explained why this movie is so terrible and why it annoys me so much. And that brings us to the end of this video, folks. I will see you guys later, and goodbye. Woo!